Hey everybody, Tom here. Not a very nice day on the North Fork today. It's been raining all day and they say, waist foot deep snowdrifts in Snowshoe, which is about 60 miles from here. And seeing pictures from Canaan Valley, which is even closer. Crazy snow up high. Anyway, welcome back to Project Chair. I guess this is part 6, although I got to renumber all those because I had 2 segments that throwing the timeline off for the YouTube catalog. Getting a lot of sanding done. Been working hard. This is some hard stuff. I was joking, the wood for this chair came from the Edgefield, South Carolina steel mill. But hey, it's coming together. I mean, it's starting to look alive again. But that's really not why we're here. 2 nights ago, we glued up those pegs in those legs. And that's what I'm interested in seeing. I have not seen it yet either. We're all going to see it at the same time. So I'm going to set this up back here for now. And we'll focus on that corner. I'm going to move the chair out of the way. And see what we got done. Now the chair's out of the way and safe. Toolbox coming off. Set this over here. And here come the legs. All right, stuck to the plastic. That's a positive thing. I'll tell you, before we unwrap it, I just wanted to show you how that glue oozed out. Let me move over here so the light's better. You can see all around there on the feet how that glue has now that glue has oozed out. This plastic has just been used to cover stuff up. It was filthy dirty. Okay, it didn't stick too bad. Well, let's flip it over. Start peeling things off. I didn't think the plastic would really adhere to the glue just because it was so dirty. It's just a piece of scrap plastic. Okay, that's out of the way. And I gotta tell you, that stuff performed exactly as I expected it to. This is beautiful. It oozed out all the way around that peg. There we are. This is so great. So now all I have to do is get it's a grinding sander, and bring these pegs down to the level of the bottom of the leg, which we will do later, but success on the glue. You see the little knobs here? That's those notches I cut in there. So it did exactly the way I wanted it to do. Perfect. All right. Well, we'll be back with the next phase. Continue on. right, we're back with a little different setup here. I've got a drill and grinder set up out here, so let's try one of these. We're not gonna do a whole lot of grinding on this video, but just see how it works. Start with number one. How about that? All right. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, that's going to take a long time. Nobody has time to sit and watch that, so I will go ahead and get this done and we'll check back in with the results. Be right back. Okay, that didn't take very long, and it turned out really well. See if we can get that thing to focus on there. That one had pushed down the furthest end. The weight on it did shove those dowels deeper into the legs. Turned out really good. That's just with grinding. It has to be sanded and made to look nice. But I'm very happy. Now I have a nice solid chunk of material to get my casters put in, and that'll probably be the next phase of this project because I'm so tired of sanding. All right, we'll be back. Alrighty then, we're back. And after not too terribly long, some good 50 grit sandpaper, we are accomplished. That turned out really well. You see how that glue is all the way around that dowel? I mean, there are no gaps at all in the glue. That's, oh man. So that'll take 3/8 holes. So there's plenty of room there. They do have to be perfectly straight. But like I said, I have this little jig that I do believe will help us. I may have to build a little wooden frame around it. But that's coming. I'm really happy with the way this repair on these legs turned out. I mean, that was stressing me. You know it was stressing me. Mission accomplished. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, everybody, we are back. And I have done hours of work here just to try to make the video go a little bit smoother. I've done layout on all 4 legs and built these little jigs to try to make this go good. So, yeah, I've got the exact center of the leg marked. And now what we're gonna do is progressively drill holes. I'm starting with 1/8 up to 1/4 and finally 3/8 in diameter. Now, I have a little jig here that I got, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but this is going to fit on here like so, and I'll give it a twist to find the exact center. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, all right, that works. You can. There's the drill. It's a jig for a hand drill. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the 1/4 inch hole and try to get all 3 of the or 4 of these done, and here we go. All right, that went really well. I want to step up the holes. to give the bit something to follow. And I should have this rigged up so that I can just twist. And re-secure that. And do it again. Whoops. Okay. This makes for a nice straight. I tell you, I'm hitting a hard spot down there. I don't know whether it's glue or what it is, but put that in there just to make that Luan a little bit stiffer. There we go. So that this little jig doesn't ride out of position. All right. I like this. I'm having fun. This little thing's set up with notches in it so that if you want to drill a hole, like in a pipe or something, you can do that too. Okay. All right, we see how that's going to go. I'll do the 1/4 inches real quick, and we'll get back for the 3/8 maybe. Okay, this is going to be the last 1/4 inch hole. This is going fairly well. It's very hard drilling. I don't know whether that's my Gorilla Glue or quite what's causing that, but this stuff's drilling really hard. Now I've had to stand up on a stool here, and here we go. This is the last 1/4 incher. I don't know whether that bit was cutting through or burning through, but that's the last 1/4 inch hole. We'll swap drill bits and do the whole thing all over. Hang tight. Okay, bit changed, jig's ready. So let's go ahead and get these 3/8 holes done. Now, you can see the bits marked. The holes are going to be 1.5 inches deep. See if this bit goes through this any easier than that 1/4 did. Yeah. 1.5 inches. Stick with me through all 4 of them here. And that one looks good. Can you guys see? Have I changed this around to where you can't see what's going on? You can't see anything, can you? Let's try that. This is going really well. Can't complain at all. Let's just don't get in a hurry and mess anything up. Number 4. See how bad I knocked you guys with those clamps. Okay, we're looking good. Looking good. Let's try to zoom in just a touch. All right. And this is our final hole. This is very special to me. Oh, no, not special yet. I'm special because I forgot to. I'm getting excited. We're very close to the end of the repair phase of this chair restoration. Okay. Okay, 4 holes 1.5 inches deep. This is great. You guys just wait right there while I get rid of these clamps and jigs and stuff, and I'll be right back. All right, the next phase of this is the insertion of these little metal reinforcements into the holes in the legs, and then the caster is going to fit in there. And let me show you. It's pretty loose. My good friends at swivelchairparts.com sent me these beautiful casters. I love that brass, what would you call that, a fender on there? Those are gonna look really pretty. They're not gonna get installed tonight because I don't wanna be dripping solvents and stain and all that stuff all over them. So they'll be the very last things that go on. But these, in the meantime, are gonna go in. And he says just to hammer them in. I don't like to hammer on anything nice, so what we're gonna try to do is, I don't quite know. Loud noises. I'm gonna have to hammer that against my own hand. That's in there. All right. I have noticed our holes aren't all centered in the new dowels, but they are centered to the chair leg. What did I do? There it is. Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep going around and installing these. I guess they're supposed to be pounded in flush. They'll never come back out, that's for sure. At least as long as I'm having anything to do with it. Pretty good, pretty good. Right. That concludes the repairs to the legs. The only thing left is sanding all that 100-year-old varnish off of it and staining it and urethane, but this is nice. Okay, sit tight. I got another surprise. Okay, we're back. Slight change of scenery. Almost back to where we started in the very first video. So we are entering the final few minutes of the repair phase of this this chair restoration, and I'm excited about it. So let's get to this, okay? It won't take long. And again, I remember we started taking that old piece off, and here's our new assembly from Swivel Chair Parts, and their website is mychairparts.com. Guy named Don, such great people, so helpful. He took so many phone calls from me, I bothered that poor man to no end. And he gave such great advice. I spent hours laying this out, the measurements and everything, trying to get everything perfectly square, and his instructions to me were this post that I have my hand on here was supposed to be placed 60% of the distance between the front and the back of the chair. So that put me back here, I would assume half right over the center, but no. So this is where we're mounting this, and I had to make sure it was perfectly in the center and perfectly on the 60% line. And I changed my mind on how to go about this so many times and how to measure it, and figuring it all out, but here we are, putting this thing back together. It doesn't seem like that long ago we started this project, and temperatures were in the mid-80s when I took this old chair apart. And now it's 40 degrees and raining. There's feet of snow in the higher elevations around me. This has been a awesome project for me, thinking about my grandfather using this chair and the times it's spent in that house of his with his kids playing with it. This means a lot to me, and I'm proud that I was able to fix it. If you remember, if you don't remember, go back and watch the first video again. The condition this thing was in, first time I saw it, I really didn't know what I was going to be doing with it. If I was going to be able to do anything with it. So, there's the assembly back where we started. And now, let's put it back together. I'll tell you what, this thing is heavy with all that extra metal. Our legs with freshly installed caster guides, I guess is the way to put that. This thing is super heavy. Wrong way. And there we are. Very nice. I'm pretty proud of this, I got to tell you. So all the repairs are made. And that does end the repair phase of this project. And now you can see I have sanding to do, especially on the lower unit there. I haven't touched it with a sander. But project chair. Our next installment, it's going to be a while. There's going to be a lot of sanding get done to this chair that nobody's going to see, and we'll check back in when it's time to stain it. And until then, hey, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through this project. I'm proud of it. It means a lot to me. It means more than I can explain. So this will be the end of this segment of Project Chair. And you all have a great night. Bye-bye.